quick video. In this video, I just want to overall tell you guys the truth about trading, how I profited just today on a Sunday weekend, profited over $3,000 right here, boom. And anybody can learn this skill. In real truth, 3,000 is nothing, my guys. If you want to learn a skill, watch to the end of the video. We're dropping alpha bombs on alpha bombs, alpha bananas, whatever you want to call it. I'm preaching you guys the real truth about trading. Bitcoin just broke 82,000. Any of you guys can learn how to short. It's very easy to press the red button. We trade in an exchange called Margex, and is linked in the bio. You can sign up, email password you're in. Once you're signed up, okay, you're able to short the market. Okay, if you ever watched the movie The Big Short, go watch it, my guys. People can make so much money shorting the market because it does the opposite of most people. Most people believe, that things just go up. In reality, in meme coins, you can't, profit on the down moves. With leverage trading, you can profit on the down moves and the up moves. And I teach you guys exactly my strategy and how you can profit on these massive moves. Take you a quick, just inside real quick in my Discord. The G Trenches is the place to be if you want to become a proficient trader. That's plain and simple. Overall, earlier, this is yesterday at 12:28 p.m. Okay, we saw the trend of the market. We saw the direction shifting to short, aka our daily trade bias, however you want to call it. Shifting to the short side. I've been saying 82K will break. Happy shorting. Overall, I told him right here, look, wait for a pump, short the pump. Okay, over 83,000. If you're profiting, look, if you want to call this a daily trade recap, I entered at 83,190, exited underneath the 82K mark, profit over $3,000 on one single trade. If you want to look at the chart real quick, this is the chart I use. Anybody could use this chart. It's free. If you want to overall, see how I set up the chart, that's in the Discord. I can share that with you. You just send me a DM. You can send me an email, a DM. We're here to communicate with you guys, give you guys the real information you need to profit in trading crypto, my guys. So just keep it real simple. Entered over 83,000, my guys, over 83,000. Exited down here, underneath the 82K mark. Okay, exited. Why did I enter? Why did I exit? As simple as this. Had a daily trade bias of the short side. We understand, towards the weekend, sometimes we see pumps, but overall on a Sunday, it's very common to see dumps. And if you're able to do this consistently, you could profit massively. So I do not want to bore you with TA. We see the fallen soldiers here. Somebody got liquidated 1,300, somebody got liquidated 20,000. Do you understand that there's exchanging? The people who don't know how to trade are exchanging it to the people who do know how to trade. It's that simple. I want to teach you guys how to be winners inside my boot camp, the G Trenches. And if you study, this is war going on. It's constant war. People who don't know how to trade and people who do know how to trade. If you want to learn how to trade, it's very simple. We're here to drop any comments below. We're here to answer. We have the link, my link tree in the bio, where you can send me an email if you have any questions. If you want to join the Discord, we have daily trade updates available, and we have a full top tier if you want to become my student. Any other information. What I see going forward, all I could tell you is that we have more downside going forward. Okay, I've been saying we've been having downside since over 100K, because I'm not the delusional individual that just believes that everything just goes up. I understand there's times that seasons and cycles that is going to be pure more towards the downside. So if you want to listen to like a real G, somebody that keeps it always real with you, hit the subscribe button, press the like, comment. We're here to just teach you guys exactly what nobody else is going to teach you. Exactly what I wish I learned in the beginning of my trading career. So that sounds good to you. We're here to help you guys. Overall, how I could see this real quick. We traded Margex for my new listeners. Very simple. You switch it to 50x, 60x. Let's go over my strategy real quick. 50x, 60x, you press confirm. Once you press confirm, you click right here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, whatever you want to trade. Okay, you're able to then press this red button, okay, and enter these trades. Okay, when do you enter the trade? This is where I teach you guys in my consultation. When exactly do I enter? When exactly would I exit? Give you guys exactly my strategy and how I became a profitable trader, and how you as well could become a profitable trader with the right information. And that's what I preach, okay? Another thing, it doesn't matter if you perfect your entries, perfect your exits, if you're in the wrong, direction. You know, I teach you guys how to determine direction. Let's say you want to enter, you know, but then direction is, you know, let's say you're trying to short, but direction is long. You know, you're not going to be profitable, my guys. So I teach you guys both the main things you need to learn. What is direction and how to enter, how to exit. Okay, it's the soup of the pie. About risk management. Okay, I'm a DGen. I can't teach you risk management. That's something that's case by case. If you're a real G, you're gonna be able to, you know, make that decision on your own and be, you know, accountable on your own. Okay, if you want to be told when to enter, when to exit, because Bitcoin keeps on dumping, it just dumped underneath 81,000. If you want to see, you know, you want to be told, you know, when to enter, when to exit, we offer daily trade updates. Okay, that's me. You know, you're trading over my shoulder. If you want to learn how exactly I read these charts, how to determine direction, how to, you know, enter and exit properly, we offer the top tier package, the consultation. You know, boom, boom, boom. I'll answer 99% of your questions before you even ask them. I'm currently running that special for 0.03 Bitcoin. 0.03 Bitcoin, my guys. 0.03 Bitcoin. Let's look it up. How much is 0.03 Bitcoin, my guys? Here you go. Bitcoin price. Boom. Bitcoin price. 0.03 is 2400 dust. Okay, for my new, if you're still listening, you want to take this serious, I'm currently running a special. Okay, just mention that you saw this in the video. 0.025. Okay, $2,000. Okay, for $2,000, what it costs, you know, what it costs to buy, you know, a little Honda Accord. You know, for $2,000, invest that money into some education. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the real, you know, truth about how I became a profitable trader. In the consultation, I'm gonna teach you how to perfect your entries and exits. In the Discord, I'm teaching you guys how to determine direction. You're gonna be talking to not just, you know, me, but a whole, you know, community of like-minded individuals that share the same strategy that I do as well. And what's better than that? I'm doing it for 1 year inside the Discord, 1 year of ongoing support. Why do I say 1 year? It's very simple. I believe in 1 year you're able to convert yourself from, you know, knowing nothing to being a successful trader. That's all it takes. It's a boot camp. Look at it as war. Okay, you're here entering this battlefield, and we're here to teach you guys how to avoid liquidations, how to become, you know, a better trader, how to improve your trading proficiency. So if you're trying to improve it, you know, you come to the boot camp. Simple as that. Any questions? You know, links below. Catch you in the next one.